Yeah, so that kind of gives you an update on how these two teams got here. Earlier today, it was Grantsville getting the 16-10 win over Richfield, so Grantsville will play UAB next after this game. Corey, let's go ahead and have you give the Emery starting lineup.
You got it. Hitting first, the right fielder, number 12, Bo Stilson. Hitting second, the shortstop, number 24, Trig Jensen. Hitting third, the third baseman, number 8, Hayden Abrams. Hitting the cleanup spot in DH will be the DH for this Emery team, number 18, Trace Larson. Hitting fifth, the second baseman, number 1, Hayden Christiansen. Hitting sixth, number 17, Trevin Gilbert, playing first base. Hitting seventh, the catcher, number 20, Bronx Olson. Hitting eighth, the center fielder, number 7, Garrett Conover. Hitting ninth, number 22, Peyton Nilsson. He'll be playing left field. And then the pitcher in this game will be Jace Franson. And Emery Spartans are coached by Chase Julian.
Yeah, that's the Morgan Trojans starting lineup. And
that's Emery's. Emery's there.
Or Emery's, yeah. We'll give you Morgan's when they come up. But we're ready for the first pitch. It's Emery in the black uniforms. Morgan is in the white uniforms. And we're ready for our first pitch. First pitch is going to be ball one. Pitcher today for the Morgan Trojans is number 10, Beck Sheffield.
Yeah, and these teams know each other. They've seen each other and coming back. And Emery going to start off hot right there with a hit by Stilson, center field.
Bo Stilson takes the second pitch from Beck Sheffield, drives it right back up the middle for a single. That's going to bring up the number 2 hitter, Trig Jensen. And on deck will be Hayden Abrams.
Stilson does a really good job for the Emery Spartans, and he's a really good base runner. He is second in steals on the team, just behind Hayden Christiansen.
Trig Jensen steps in on the left-hand side. Runner's going to take off, throw down. It's not going to be in time with the bounce. Good backup there from the second baseman, Owen Gilson, to keep that ball from going to center field, but Bo Stilson with the stolen base.
Yeah, and what we've seen up here in this tournament is teams who jump out early, they've been very successful. And Coach Jillian, he's trying to jump out early right here.
Yeah, we saw that in the last game with Grantsville. They put up 10 in the first 2 innings, and Richfield battles back, but a little too late. That ball's going to be driven into left field, and the left fielder comes in. That's Lincoln Gilson, and he makes a nice play for out number 1.
Yeah, a good piece of hitting right there, but just stayed up where Lincoln Gilson could get a glove on that one. Record out number 1.
Lincoln Gilson does a nice job out there in left field for this Morgan team. Morgan pretty much playing straight up. Center field, Canyon Leonelli right on that Wolverine logo, playing maybe a little bit more shallow than they are in left and in right. Abrams, go ahead.
Well, I just say Leonelli out there in center field. He's super fast. He's ran a couple balls down this tournament and looks good out there.
Hayden Abrams, the 3 hitter, sees ball 1 from Sheffield. Not a big lead there at second. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be hit right back to the pitcher. He's got Stilson in a rundown, throws it to third. They're going to chase him towards second base, and then it's just going to be Easton Venz tagging him out right there. So nice defensive play, and Bo Stilson, you got to see that one through, Corey.
Yeah, you got to see that through. Venz does a good job fielding that ball. That's a hard hit ball right to him, and there's just nowhere for Stilson to go. He's running right into a hard ground ball, and out number 2 right there. So they tag him out going back to second.
Yeah, and the thing is you take a runner out of scoring position, and Stilson right there, you just got to stay put, let him take the out at first base. But that's going to bring up Tice Larson, the DH. Thrower to first is not in time. And I think that's more than anything just Beck Sheffield wanting to keep those runners close for Emery.
Yeah, one thing we've noticed in this tournament and even in the Super Regional, Emery gets out and they get running.
Pitch is going to be outside. Ball 1.
It's the first time in the tournament today that Emery's using the DH, and you've got Tice Larson, who is the DH, up at the plate.
He's got looks to me like the leather work gloves on.
I agree.
That ball's hit into center field, and you talked about it. Leonelli right there comes in, makes the catch for out number 3. So Emery in the top of the first, they get no runs on one hit, no errors. There is one runner left on base, and it will be Morgan come to the bat. We'll go ahead and take a break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
And welcome back to Utah Valley University, the CUCC ballpark. It's the Emery Spartans taking on the Morgan Trojans, and Morgan will be coming to the bat. They're going to lead off the center fielder, number 3, Canyon Leonelli, followed by the left fielder, number 22, Lincoln Gilson. The 3-hitter is the pitcher, number 10, Beck Sheffield. Number 4, or the 4th batter, the shortstop, number 19, Luke Bowerly. And it's quickly ball 2 to Leonelli. Batting 5th, the 3rd baseman, number 7, Easton Venz. Batting 6th, the DH, number 21, Carter Mabos. Batting 7th, the 2nd baseman, number 4, Owen Gilson. Batting 8th, the right fielder, number 7, Cooper Stewart. The catcher batting in the 9th spot, number 1, Cameron Talbot. And the first baseman, number 9, George Jensen. Head coach is Jed Stewart. And it's going to be a 4. Oh, they're going to call strike 1 right there, Corey. I thought it was going to be a 4-pitch walk to Leonelli.
Yeah, the umpire said, hey, not so fast. Stand back in here and you're going to see another pitch.
3-1 count in there for ball 4. So leadoff batter, Leonelli does his job, gets on base for Coach Stewart and the Morgan Trojans. Morgan, the number 4 team, Emery, the number 12 team. Morgan's record overall is 20-9. Emery's is 11-18.
Yeah, both really well-coached teams, good ball clubs right here. Leonelli, he likes to get moving on the bases, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him moving quickly.
First pitch is down for ball 1. Lincoln Gilson, the left fielder, 2-hitter, gets the signs from third base coach.
It's interesting to watch as coaches give signs. A lot have been going to the number system. But we've got Coach Stewart using the traditional method.
I prefer that myself.
I do too. I like to watch it. It's entertaining too.
Well, the other, some people think maybe the number system speeds it up. I see it slow it down a lot too when players aren't wearing those on their wrists and they're constantly checking them in their pockets. But 2-0 count here to Gilson. Ball is hit and fouled off the right side. That's going to hit the net and stay in, but obviously no play on that as it's strike 1.
Yeah, if these players have to put many more things in their pockets, they're going to have to go to some sort of parachute pants or something because they don't have enough pockets.
No, they don't. Pitch is high and inside, and Gilson just kind of ducks that one. So 3-1 count right now. Jace Franson struggling to find the strike zone.
And this is the first we've seen Franson in the state tournament.
Pitch is inside for ball 4. So back-to-back walks. And that's going to bring up the pitcher, number 10, Beck Sheffield.
Yeah, and one thing you don't want, if you're either team, you don't want to be putting guys on base where you have no chance to defend against a hit or anything. So those free bases hurt you.
Yes, they do. And, Emery playing pretty much straight up right here. Just needs something. But Sheffield's going to lay down a bunt right back to the pitcher. He's going to turn and go to third, and I believe he got him. Yeah, just a nice play right there from Jace Franson. Ball was bunted a little bit too hard.
Yeah, heads-up play right there by the pitcher. He knew it was coming back hard at him. I mean, what Sheffield needed to do is get that one side of him or the other so he'd give his runner a chance to get to third. Bunts it right back to the pitcher, and the pitcher can go and cut the lead run off at third base.
Yeah, so they show that they're trying to bunt, move those runners in scoring position, but failed execution right there. And going to be another ball to Luke Bowerly. Bowerly, the shortstop for this Morgan team, does a nice job. Ball's hit to the second baseman. He's going to turn and go to short for one. Not in time for the double play, but a really nice play by the second baseman for Emery right there. That's Hayden Jansen, and he does a nice job throwing that over to Trig Jensen.
Yeah, he plays a good second base right there and fields the ball, turns it to Bowerly just getting down the line, unable to turn that double play.
Yeah, so first and third for Morgan. That's going to bring up number 7, Easton Venz. He's the third baseman. So 2 outs, runners at first and third. Franson's first pitch is in there for strike 1. And, just after Franson walks the back-to-back to the number 1 and number 2 hitters, Corey gets 2 quick outs.
Yeah, coming right back. So that's a confidence booster.
There's a pitch. It's going to be high for ball 1. Evens the count at 1-1. Not much of a lead there from Bowerly at first base. Pitcher steps off. Franson doesn't like what he sees, wants to take a minute, kind of look back the runners. Gets a sign. Comes set. Curveball in there for strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Good curveball right there from Franson. Get strike 2.
Yeah, it's a big pitch. Be able to get that curveball in there. So 1-2 count. Runners at first and third here. 2 outs. Their pitch is in there, and it's going to be hit to the second baseman. High pop up, and he goes out into short right field. He makes the catch for out number 3. So at the end of 1, Morgan gets no runs, no hits. There were no errors, and they leave 1 runner on base. So after 1 inning of play, it's 0-0. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSLSports.com.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers statewide, including Beaver, Millard, Sevier, San Pete, Juab, Carbon, Emery, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, as well as many other locations. The job includes a home daily schedule, excellent pay, benefits, training, retirement, a positive work environment, and requires a Class A CDL license with doubles endorsement. To apply, go to barneyjobs.com. That's barneyjobs.com.
Marijuana has a lot of names, and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter, the stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create, can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
And welcome back. It's 0-0 here. And it's going to be Tice Larson, the number 4 hitter, coming to the plate for the Emery Spartans. On deck is Hayden Christiansen, and in the hole is Trevin Gilbert. Sheffield's pitch is in there for ball 1.
Chris Jansen just looking to get on base and see if he can provide a spark here for the Spartans in the top of the second inning.
Second pitch is fouled back for strike one. Yeah, Hayden Christiansen, the second baseman. We see him end the inning there on that last pop-up. See strike two.
Yeah, good pitch right there on the outside corner to go ahead in the count right here.
Sheffield shakes off the sign. Comes set. Comes with the curveball, but way outside for ball 2, 2-2.
Yeah, Cameron Talbot did a good job sliding his feet, getting his body out in front of that one. And
ball's ripped to the third baseman. Easton Vance, line drive. He makes a catch, so Hayden Christiansen with the L5.
Yeah, hard hit ball right there, but right at Vins, and he didn't have to move. He bent down just a little bit, but he didn't have to move side to side at all.
That's going to bring up the first baseman, Trevin Gilbert. Olson, Bronx Olson, the catcher on deck. First pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Gilbert just swung through that pitch.
He did, and he's doing a good job. He's working that outside part of the plate, and he's been pretty effective.
Next pitch and same swing, same result. Quickly down 0-2 is Trevin Gilbert.
I think you'll probably see another one of that. He'll try to imitate those last two pitches right here.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's going to be a ball as that one bounced in the left-hand batter's box, but nice stop there from Cameron Talbot.
Yeah, Talbot's doing a good job back there working for his pitcher, isn't he?
He is. 1-2 count. Swung on, missed, strike three.
Good curveball right there. He actually came up under his hands and broke that back across the plate to record the first strikeout of the game.
Yeah, really nice looking pitch. As you said, that's the first strikeout for either of these two teams. The first strikeout for Beck Sheffield. Quickly sits down the first two in order. Bronx Olson, the catcher, comes to the plate. Olson looks at ball one outside. Next pitch is same spot for the most part. It's going to be low and outside, for ball two. Sheffield, he likes to throw out of the stretch even though there's no runners on, and that was right at the top of the strike zone, called strike one.
That's going to be a lot more common where pitchers like to throw from the stretch the whole game.
Yeah, it just kind of simplifies things for them. They get comfortable throwing one way as that pitch is fouled back out over the stadium here for strike two. 2-2 count with 2 outs.
We're lucky the sun's come out for this second game. That first game was cold and rainy.
Yeah, it was. Swing and a miss, strike three. That's going to do it for Emery here in the top half of the second inning. They go down in order, so on no runs, there were no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. After 1.5, it's 0-0. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, KSLSports.com.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed. Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
This is more than just a job. It's a culture, and it's how we do things here. Since 1932, our values of teamwork, accountability, and quality have driven us. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. We are standing ready for when you need us, to serve you with our hearts, our minds, and our experience, and most of all, human connections.
And to the bottom of the second we go. It's Carter Mabos, the DH. He swings in on first pitch, and it's going to hit that in the right field, and a really nice diving catch as the right fielder for Emery. Bo Stilson comes in and makes the play.
Yeah, heck of a play out there by Bo Stilson, and we've seen some great plays this week, and that's one of the better ones we've seen. He's coming in hard. What do you think? He's like 20 feet behind the...
Yeah, I thought that one might drop in, and out of nowhere here he came. He dives, makes a nice catch for out number one.
Yeah, he's just 20 feet off the dirt right there. God, what a play.
You can see his skid marks from sliding still a little bit out there, too, on the turf. But Owen Gilson, he'll see strike one. He's the second baseman. On deck is the right fielder, number 7, Cooper Stewart. Jace Franson delivers. The pitch is hit to the shortstop. He bobbles it. It's going to pick it up, throw it across the diamond, and safe. I'm not sure. I think the first baseman looked like he dropped it, but I'm not sure if he'd have been out or safe even if he had caught that one clean. Let's watch the replay right here.
Yeah, it looked like it was a little bit late to me.
And he did drop the ball regardless. So
yeah, looks like it's going to be a little
Appreciate
late.
Adam with the nice spot on their replay for us.
Looks like they're going to give that one an error. So probably E6.
Yep. That's our first error of the game. First pitch in there, strike. So just when Franson, starts the game off base on balls, they get a bunt right back to him and get the lead runner, and then kind of get themselves out of a jam. And he's throwing well right now. Ball's hit into left field. That's going to be down for a base hit. Gets past the left fielder. It's going to go all the way to the wall, and that's going to bring Carter Mabos all the way around to score. And you're going to see that's Gilson around to score, and Cooper Stewart finds himself at second base.
Yeah, Peyton Nilsson just kind of got caught right there. He didn't know whether to dive or whether to back up, and he ends up kind of stutter stepping and falling forward. Ball bounces over his head and gets to the wall, and no chance to get Owen Gilson at home as Cooper Stewart comes up with an RBI double.
Yeah, good piece of hitting right there, and that's what happens when you make an error, right? Someone decides to step up and make you pay for it like Cooper Stewart did right there with that nice hit.
And right, as a coach, I mean, you've been there. You tell your kids, if they give us something, we got to take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
And they took advantage of that error.
That's going to bring up the catcher, Cameron Talbot. Ball goes clear back to the backstop. Just no shot. Not sure what happened on that pitch, if he just lost it or what, but that's going to move Cooper Stewart up to third base. Runner advances on the wild pitch.
Now he's 90 feet closer.
Pitch is outside for ball 2. So 2-0 count here to Cameron Talbot. And then it's right back to the top of the order. Canyon Leonelli swinging the bat on deck. Ball is down for ball 3.
See Abrams coming in on third base. He's coming in all the way to the grass right here.
Talbot with the 3-0 count. Sees ball 4 high. He'll take a base. So now runners on the corners. We're right back at the top of the order in Leonelli.
Yeah, good patience right there. That's what they need is base runners. Now we got runners on the corner and Leonelli at the plate with a chance to increase the lead.
Yeah, Leonelli's going to step out. The catcher, Bronx Olson for Emery, steps out in front, gives the first, third defensive signs. And Leonelli steps back in. Morgan leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. First pitch is in there for strike 1.
You know, what we rarely see happen that's effective is, they call these plays, and whether they fake and throw it to third, or they throw it to pitcher, second baseman cuts it off. Usually they keep the runners where they are. But we have seen some base running be effective in these situations.
Yeah, for sure. And that, base running, you got, there's two parts of the game, right? You got the offense, the hitting, and the defense with the pitching. But you also got the base running, and, you've got to have good base runners and smart base running to score runs. Pitch is going to be down for ball 2. So 2-1 count here. We got 1 out, runners on the corners, first and third. Morgan with the lead, 1-0. Jace Franson still on the mound here for Emery. 2-1 pitch is down low and outside for ball 3.
Yeah, and Franson, a ground ball to the middle of the infield right here could be his best friend, right? Hard ground ball.
Yeah.
Give him opportunity for a double play.
Still not much of a lead there at first base. Pitch is going to be in there for called strike 2.
Leonelli held onto the bat, was going to throw it, but the umpire hurried and quickly told him, hey, that's strike 2.
Yeah, Leonelli with the full count now. Franson delivers. Pitch is going to be hit to the third baseman. He's going to go to second, over to first. Not in time as they call him safe, so that's going to score Stewart from third. Emery almost got the double play, which would have kept that run from scoring.
Yeah, Leonelli, that's just going to be tough right there. He just gets down the baseline so fast, but Abrams made a great play right there. Throw might have been just a little high for Chris Jansen, which maybe slowed that down a little bit, but Leonelli just really tough out.
Yeah, and that's going to bring up Lincoln Gilson. First pitch swinging, strike 1. Gilson, the left fielder, he walked, was stranded at second last inning. Next pitch is high, throw down to second base. His runner was going, and they got him.
Wow, good throw right there.
The Morgan fans don't like it, and coach didn't like it. Felt like the tag was on the belly and the arms were in there. But really nice throw from Brock Olson. Look at the replay. Looks like they might have got him there. So with third out at the end of 2, Morgan does get 2 runs. They do so on the 1 hit. There was 1 error, and there were no runners left on base. So we'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Every morning when I walk in the door, I'm still at an awe. The quality of beef that we're harvesting here at Bar W, in my 40 years of experience, I have never seen beef after beef after beef of the extreme quality. Every single one of them that are coming through are top shelf.
You're watching live high school sports action on TeamHive.live.
And welcome back, Nolan Anderson, Corey Sorensen alongside me, and we got Adam Coombs doing our producing for us. It's a 2-0 ball game as Emery comes to the plate here in the top of the third. And for Emery, it's going to be the center fielder, Garrett Conover. Sees first pitch, ball 1. The on-deck batter is Peyton Nilsson. And then the third batter this inning will be Bo Stilson. Next pitch is going to be hit to right field. High pop-up out there, but it's going to be, it will be the right fielder that makes the catch for Morgan. That's Cooper Stewart. It looked like Leonelli maybe going to come over and call him off, Corey.
Yeah, he ran a long way to And Stewart's like, hey, I'm just right here. I'll take this one. But, yeah, there's a high fly out to right field there.
Yep, Garrett Conover flies out. Peyton Nilsson comes to the plate. He's the left fielder for Emery. Pitch from Sheffield in there. Nice looking pitch for strike one.
Yeah, that buckled his knees right there. Might have been one of the best curveballs we've seen from Sheffield this game.
The 0-1 count. Going to be outside, ball one.
Like how Sheffield, he's been working both sides of the plate. He's working in and out in the game the way it is. A lot of people just stay on the outside half.
Yeah, pitch is fouled off. That's going to make the count 1-2 now. Yeah, I've been impressed with Sheffield. He really goes at these Emery hitters, and we've seen multiple pitches, and like you said, he likes to work the pitch outside, but he's not afraid to come inside as well. Next pitch is outside for ball one, so 1-2 count. Or 2-2 count is what they change it to now.
Yep. Yeah, it should be 2-2. Yeah. That should be correct.
2-2 count is outside, so we're going to full count right here to Nelson. Nelson, the right-handed hitter. He's going to take ball four down, and that's going to turn the lineup over to the top with Bo Stilson coming to the plate.
Yeah, so after getting down early in the count, he works it back, and he draws himself a base on balls.
Bo Stilson comes to the plate. He had a single and a stolen base. Throw over to first base.
Yeah, not much of a lead there, but just checking him.
Yeah, and the first baseman literally he plays off the bag and then didn't even try to swipe. He just came out in front and caught that. Pitch is hit right back to the pitcher. He goes to second for one, not in time. And I think the pitcher kind of forgot about what was going on right there, as he was going to go one and then completely threw like a 180 to the shortstop to get the out.
Yeah, I think he thought there must have been two outs. Sheffield did, but obviously just one out. And that was a tough throw right there to turn your body that quick and throw it back to get the lead runner.
Yeah, it really was. As he does get the lead runner, so that's going to leave Bo Stilson at first base with two outs. Trig Jensen coming to the plate, batting on the left side. He's going to swing at the first pitch and foul it back. Trig Jensen flew out to left field his first time up. And Bo Stilson gets a pretty good lead. There he goes. Throw down to second base is not in time, as they say, he missed the tag, but Stilson came off the bag.
Yeah, he slid right past it.
He didn't keep it on him, but here's the replay.
Yeah, he slid right past the bag. Throw was there.
Yeah, hand I think was on there as he had the tag, but he kept the tag on him, he slid right off the bag. But Stilson with another stolen base. That's his second stolen base of the game.
Yeah. Great throw right there from Talbot.
Pitch from Sheffield's going to be hit to left field. That's going to maybe drop in just inside the foul line. Takes a wild carom, and he's going to go into the stand-up double. And he couldn't have measured that one any better, Corey.
No, I think that hit right on the white there. And like you said, it hit the wall and then kicks back over the left fielder's head. And Trig Jensen comes in with a stand-up double and an RBI.
Yeah, good piece of hitting right there. And how big was that stolen base now?
That's
because
huge.
It's a 2-1 ball game.
Yeah, that's huge right there. And like I said, Coach Gillian, he trusts his base runners, and he's going to get him into scoring position one way or another.
Hayden Abrams at the plate with a chance to tie this game with a base hit. He takes a look at strike one.
It's a game of momentum right here. Just a game of inches, and and just a game of see who has the momentum.
Yeah, next pitch is fouled off out of play down the right field side. Lands in the bleachers. And you're right, game of inches, that was a matter of inches whether that was going to be fair or foul. Right down the left field line. And Trig Jensen, the left-handed batter, goes opposite direction and drops it in. Abrams with the 0-2 count, swing and a miss, but he misses it on third strike. The catcher does, but nice job of Talbot coming out in front of the plate, picking it up, throwing him out at first base for the strikeout. So there was one run on one hit. There were no errors, and there was one runner left on base. So after 2.5, it's Morgan with the lead over Emery, 2-1. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Barrett's Food Town has been your hometown grocer since 1935, earning your business every day with its fast, friendly, and convenient services. Barrett's meat department is second to none. You don't have to call someone out of the back room to get that special cut of meat you desire and deserve. You don't have to play card games or put up with troublesome gimmicks. You save money every time you shop Barrett's Food Town. Barrett's Food Town supports local schools and sporting events. Shop Barrett's Food Town in Salina or click on barrettsfoodtown.com or follow Barrett's on Facebook.
At Manti Family Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're crafting smiles with a hometown touch. Our comprehensive care from crowns to Invisalign allows us to treat the young and the young at heart. Manti Family Dental is veteran-owned and backed by Dr. Carlisle's 13 years of expertise and a heart for Manti's community.
I'm Dr. Carlisle. My wife and I chose to raise our family where roots run deep. Here, every patient is treated like a neighbor. Whether it's IV sedation to remove your wisdom teeth or getting an implant to replace a missing tooth, we ensure your dental health is in caring hands.
So give us a call to schedule a visit and discover the difference at Manti Family Dental.
Homes aren't one size fits all, so why should your home insurance be any different? Farmers Home Insurance packages offer coverage options you can tailor to fit you. Discover straightforward home coverage options and more by calling Farmers Agent Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453. That's Dan and Gabe Cranny at 435-896-5453.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
And the first pitch to Lincoln Gilson is down for ball one. Next pitch is going to be hit, and it's going to be a little looper line drive to the second baseman, and he'll make the play for out number one.
Yeah, that's an easy play right there for Chris Jansen to record out number one. And if you're Jace Franson, that's exactly what you want.
Yeah. You know, Franson's actually settled in pretty good. It looked like he might have a rough inning after he walks the first two batters, but puts up a 0 in that inning. Does give up 2 in the second, but gets out number one here to start the third, and quickly ahead in the count, 0-1 here to Beck Sheffield. Next pitch is going to be hit to the second baseman. Nice throw from the second baseman over to first base for out number 2, Hayden Christiansen. Doing a nice job for the Spartans at second base.
Yeah, they're keeping him busy over there at second base, but Chris Jansen doing a good job.
That's going to bring up the shortstop, number 19, Luke Bowerly. Bowerly reached on the fielder's choice. Back in the first, he stands in on the left-hand side, sees ball one.
Yeah, you talked about Jace Franson out there on the mound, starting off a little rough, but after he got that bunt, came back to him and got an out, he just has settled in.
And Bowerly's going to drive that one right through the 4-3 hole for a base hit. So a 2-out base hit. It's going to keep this inning alive for Easton Venz. Venz 0 for 1.
Good hit right there by Bowerly, just knocking that through the 3-4 hole, and the Trojans have a runner on base with 2 outs.
Franson looks over to first, comes set, delivers, and that's going to be ball one outside. It's going to get away from the catcher over to the first base dugout. Bowerly's going to go first to third on the ball, and he's in there. Wow, that's just heads-up base running right there, Corey.
That was a great job right there by Bowerly, recognizing that carried him way off over towards the Spartans dugout, and that was a great job because he looked in. When he's going from first to second, he could see that the catcher had no play on it and just kept going.
Yeah, so Venz with the 1-0 count, runner at third base. Ball's hit. That's going to be over the shortstop for a line drive base hit. That's going to score 1 run. And he'll stay at first base himself, so picks up the RBI single.
Great hit right there by Vins, just knocking that over the shortstop's head out into left center field, and gets himself an RBI for the 3rd run of the game coming across for the Trojans.
And that's a big run for Morgan as Emery got one of their own, and they come right back to match it. Still not done here with 2 outs, and Carter Mabos coming to the plate. He sees ball 1 down, and right now the catcher's kind of struggling with handling some of these pitches from Franson, but Olson, the catcher, does a nice job of finding it quickly and keeping the runner at first base.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're kind of mixed up on their signs. He's not sure what's coming or what it is, but
catcher throws down behind the runner, but safely at first as Vens gets back in there.
That was a great throw right there to try to throw behind Vins.
Yeah, Olson's got a good arm. We've seen him make a couple nice throws now. Ball stays down. 3-0 count now to Carter Mabos.
Yeah, Franson, after getting 2 quick outs, now he's struggling to get that 3rd one right now.
Next pitch is in there for strike 1, so 3-1 count. Hitters count right here, 3-1, runner at first. Morgan with the lead, 3-1. Pitch from Franson. Going to be called strike 2. Thought it might be a little bit up, but you saw Mabos. He wasn't headed down to first either.
No, yeah, I think he felt like that was a strike, and Franson comes in with not necessarily a 12-6 curveball, but maybe an 11.
That's going to be ball 4 as the runner was going there, but doesn't matter as Mabos draws the walk. That's going to bring up Owen Gilson, the second baseman. He reached on an error and came in to score the first run for Morgan. He's going to come to the plate now with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Franson gets a sign, comes set. Pitch is going to be down for ball 1, and that's going to draw a timeout call from Bronx Olson as he's going to run out there and talk to his pitcher. What's he telling him right there?
Yeah, I don't know. He probably just telling him, hey, everything's all right. We just need 1 out. We got 2. Let's leave these guys stranded on the base and just throw it right here and let your fielders help you.
Here's the pitch. It's going to be hit, and it's going to be knocked down by the third baseman. He throws across the diamond for out number 3, and Hayden Abrams with a huge play right there, Corey.
That was a fantastic play by Abrams right there.
So, at the end of 3, Morgan comes up with 1 more run. They do it on 2 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. Let me say that 2 runners left on base.
2 runners left on base,
That's
yep.
right, yeah.
Yep.
2.
First and second.
2 runners left on base. So after 3 complete, it's Morgan 3, Emery 1. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders, our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion. Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 100
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
And welcome back here to Utah Valley University, the campus. Beautiful campus it is. We've got some fresh snow on the hills out there in left and center field. Obviously had some rain here in that first game, but so far in this one, weather's good for us. We're not getting any of that moisture.
It's cooperating a little bit more this game, but it was cold this morning.
1-1 count to Tice Larson's going to be in there for strike 2. Tice Larson, the DH.
Yeah, I like when Sheffield throws that off-speed pitch comes in on the hands of these hitters. It's a pretty tough pitch to catch up with.
Yeah, it is, and here comes the 1-2. And it's going to be outside ball to
Talbot. Wanted that one, didn't he? He did.
Yeah, he was wanting to step behind the runner and throw it down to third base, but a little bit outside. 2-2 count. Tice flew out to center field his first time up. Ball's going to be hit to the shortstop. He bobbles it, picks it up, and there will be no play at first base. So an E6, Tice Larson gets on the air.
Yeah, first error of the game right there for Morgan, and that's a big deal. Now, one thing we've seen that Coach Gillian, he's been he's going to get a pinch runner right here for Tice. So obviously, it's the only time he'll have the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, and that's number 3, Breck Griffin, freshman.
So he's, in my opinion, after watching this team quite a few times, the fastest kid on Emery's team is right here, Hayden Christiansen. So,
yeah, and Hayden, the second baseman does a nice job. We've seen him line out to the third baseman back in the second. He'll have a chance here to keep this inning going with no outs. And he takes ball 1 outside. Coach Gillian running through the signs there at third base.
So both coaches doing the traditional method.
Yep. Pitch from Sheffield. It's going to be in there for strike 1 as Hayden Christiansen had a good swing on that one.
Yeah, a good pitch right there, but those outside pitches are tough to pull, and it looks like he's trying to pull that one into left field, and that's just tough to do that.
Yeah, you got to be able to hit the ball where it's pitched. 1-1 count to Christiansen. Going to be hit to center field, and the center fielder is going to go back and make the catch. That's Leonelli. Does a nice job catching that one right behind the UVU logo.
Yeah, right behind the Wolverine, and gets behind that one, makes an easy play, gets the ball back into the infield, and runner stays at first.
So 1 out. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Trevin Gilbert. He struck out swinging.
We didn't have a lot of time to talk about this last inning, but that play that Abrams made at third base to end that inning, that was fantastic. Moving to his left, hard diving play, and makes a fantastic throw across the diamond.
Yeah, he really did. We've seen some good defense already in this game from both these two teams.
Yeah, we have.
As Trevin Gilbert takes strike 1.
Good defense is fun to watch in the baseball game.
Thrower to first base. As the first baseman right there for Morgan, he just slaps that tag. That's George Jensen, but the hand of Larson was, the hand of Griffin was in there.
Yeah, easily in there. He was barely off the bag. When he dove back, he was almost belly high on the bag. He was so close. Not sure that you can keep him much closer than that.
No, you did imagine, too. Obviously, they're down 3-1, but Brett Griffin, good speed there at first base. Trevin Gilbert looking to get his first hit of the game. Ball's going to be hit and fouled off to the third base dugout. So 0-2 count.
Coach needs Gilbert to get something between the lines and in between the fielders right here.
Sheffield comes set. Here's the pitch. It's going to be hit to the right center field gap, and it doesn't look like Leonelli's going to get to it. It's going to go all the way to the wall, and that's going to bring in, for sure, Brett Griffin, who's running for Tice Larson, and Trevin Gilbert in with the stand-up double.
I'm surprised he stopped there. I thought he had a chance for a triple right there. But great hit out there into the right center field power alley.
I would agree with you, Corey. I think that's an easy triple, but I think he was just satisfied I'm going to get to second base, and by the time he slowed up and looked at the coach held him up. So nice piece of hitting right there to get that RBI double, and that's going to bring the pitching coach for Morgan out to the mound, and I'm not sure if they're, I think they are making the change. So while they make the pitching change, they're going to make the call to the bullpen. We'll take a break and find out what those changes are, and we'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Sanpete Steel & Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West. Specializing in structural steel fabrication and assembly, Sanpete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hales Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. Sanpete Steel & Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time at 685 East Main Street. Call today at 800-261-1026. That's 800-261-1026. Or go to sanpetesteel.com.
You're watching live high school sports action on TeamHive.live.
And welcome back. And the pitching change for the Morgan Trojans is Riker Moser, number 31. He'll come on to do the pitching duty. And that's going to put, where did Stewart go? Did you see? Or not Stewart, but Sheffield. We'll try to get those other defensive changes. We did get the new pitcher, but
did he go out to left field? Is that him in left field?
It might be. We'll get those updates to you. But it is Riker Moser on to pitch. He's got one out here with the runner at second base. Bronx Olson, the catcher, at the plate, and it's going to be in there for strike one.
So Moser's going to be a little bit different look for the Spartans here. He's going to rely a lot on we saw him the other day.
Oh. Hey, look at Adam.
Look at the screen.
We need to pay attention more. Adam's got us all hooked up right here. So looks to me like they just took him out of the game, right? Just a straight change for Moser for Sheffield. So we appreciate that update. Moser took a long time there. That ball's going to be hit to the second baseman, and he'll throw over to first base and make the out. Runner does move up, so Gilson with the nice play defensively. He's the second baseman, makes the throw over to George Jensen at first base. Gets out number 2, but Gilbert does move up to third base.
Yeah, and let's go back to that hit. If he would have got a triple, that run scores right there. We have a tie ball game, but we talked about base running earlier. If he's looking at the coach as he's coming between first and second and looking at him, I think the coach is bringing him.
Absolutely. That's a great point, Corey. And that next pitch is going to be hit high to left field. Left fielder going back, and that's going to be one hopped off the wall. And in with another stand-up double for Emery is Garrett Conover.
Great hit right there by Garrett Conover. Just drives that over Gilson's head in left field. Gets himself a double and an RBI. So as we had just talked about, the runner coming in, it didn't hurt Emery, and they tie up the game.
No, and if you're Gilbert, you appreciate Conover picking him up, right? Because otherwise there might be a different discussion, like you said, in the dugout on base running. But Conover with the big hit, that's a big part of the park right there. More left field than left center even, but rips it in there, gets the RBI double as first pitch to Peyton Nilsson's fouled off down the third baseline.
This field has some uniqueness about it. I mean, you go down left field, and I wish they had the dimensions up, but it's pretty short right there down the line, but then it kind of goes on an angle out. and then cuts back and then kind of goes out on another angle as it goes towards center field. So it's got some uniqueness. And right field, the same thing. Short porch right down the line, but then it really goes out.
And it's a base hit into center field for Nelson, and the coach is going to hold up. Surprisingly right there, but really strong arm you've seen from Leonelli, so obviously they know that. But coach decides to hold up Conover at third base, and then with the throw coming in, Peyton Nilsson goes to second base.
Yeah, smart right there by Peyton Nilsson. And, you know, if Leonelli hits the cutoff, he might have kept that runner at first, but good, hard, strong throw to home. I mean, that was all the way in the air. He probably would have got the runner if he'd have went.
Yeah, so now with 2 outs, Emery's got runners at second and third, and they're right back to the top of the order in Bo Stilson. Stilson ducks under one for ball 1.
Stilson right now, he's 1 for 2 in the game, had a single, and then he reached on a fielder's choice and has 2 stolen bases.
Yeah, and obviously that's one of the reasons I think you saw Coach Julian holding up the runner there at third base. As you know, you got Bo Stilson, the leadoff hitter, coming to the plate, and he's going to pop one up sky high towards first base, and first baseman drops it, and it does fall fair.
Territory.
So that was hit kind of halfway up the line, right between the catcher, first base, and pitcher, and the wind is blowing just a little bit, but the first baseman coming in, that was Jensen, started foul.
It was interesting. If you could see doTERRA on the screen, he was clear over there by the capital A in doTERRA, and when he came back, he was all the way in the field of play where he missed that.
Yeah, and it drops in for basically, I guess, an E on the first baseman, but everybody's safe and another run comes. So first and third, and now they're going to go out and make another pitching change, does Morgan. So we'll take a break and get those changes as well and be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Mason Machinery takes vertical tillage to the max with the Turbo Max from Great Plains. With its hydraulically adjustable gang angle, the Turbo Max gives you lots of options. In the fall, you can run the machine at an angle to bury more residue. And in the spring, you can run it straight to create an excellent vertically tilled seed bed, all to help you achieve the best yields. Call Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today to see what the Turbo Max can do for you. Mason Machinery and Great Plains. Harvest starts here.
You're watching live high school sports action on TeamHive.live.
And welcome back. And the new pitcher for the Morgan Trojans is number 7. That's Cooper Stewart. And defensively,
no, that's going to be Easton Vance.
Easton Vance.
Yep, number 7's Easton Vance, who's coming to the mound.
I got 2 7s written down here. So Easton Vance is the new pitcher. Runner takes off, and he'll go into second. Not even a throw as they look towards third. So now Peyton Nilsson at third, Bo Stilson.
Stilson took off way before he was even coming to the mound. He just knew he was going.
Yep. So he's down to second base, and Trig Jensen up.
And Trig Jensen, he's 1 for 2 with a double in this game.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2 right there to Trig Jensen. And, you talked about that big double he hit into left field, picked up the RBI. And the 0-2 pitch is in there, fouled back to the backstop here towards the first base dugout. There are 2 outs, 0-2 count. Trig Jensen with a chance to add to this 3 runs that Emery's already put up here in the top of the 4th as they lead this one 4-3. And the pitch is going to be hit into center field. Leonelli making chase. That's going to get over him to the left center field gap, goes all the way to the wall. And everybody's going to score, and Trig Jensen's going to go in stand-up triple.
Yeah, Trig Jensen just hit that over Leonelli's right shoulder. He couldn't run that one down. He hits that nearly to the deepest part of the ballpark. So I do remember this. Out there where you can see those gates, that's 427 feet. So that probably was, 420, 415, 420 where that rolls to the fence. It's out there a long way. Yeah, that was a really nice piece of hitting with 2 strikes as Jensen was down in the count. Picks up 2 RBIs and now 5 runs in this inning. And another base hit. So 4 hits in the inning already and 5 runs across. Emery now leads 6-3, and that's going to bring up Hayden Abrams with Trig Jensen standing at third base. Abrams takes that one for ball 2. They're doing a lot of this right now with 2 outs. Emery is. That ball's going to be hit down the left field line. It's going to have a chance, and it is fair. Oh, foul ball. I thought that was fair, too. Yeah, it looked like it, but it must have hard to see from our angle. Yep. The third base umpire was right there to see it. But okay, yeah. I thought they might talk
about it. And I thought it was a matter of same thing. It was out, but if it was fair or foul, and it just continued to just go just left of the foul pole. So Abrams just misses a 2-run homer right there. Yeah, it's just a long, loud strike. And Ven's the new pitcher, kind of a rude awakening for what he's had to do with this Emery lineup. Next pitch is going to be high for ball 4. So Hayden Abrams draws a 2-out walk. So runners at first and third. And we're going to have to switch columns, Corey. We're right back to where we started with Tice Larson. Yeah. Big inning right here. And he reached, if you remember, on the E6. Yep, he did. It's where it all, that was the first run to come across in this inning, his position. The runner goes, and the pitch is going to be hit to the shortstop on a line drive, and Tice Larson lines out to the shortstop. So that'll be the 3rd out of the inning. But the damage has been done as Emery puts across 5 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error, and they do leave 2 on base. 2 runners on base. Yeah. So at the end of 3.5, it's Emery leading this one 6-3. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
Are you a new CDL license holder? If so, Barney Trucking would like to train and pay you to become a world-class truck driver on state-of-the-art equipment. They also provide you with reliable, courteous support, a fantastic wage, paid holidays, solid benefits, home daily schedules, paid time off, an excellent safety record, and respect. Dependable truck drivers have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. Start your outstanding career by applying today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
And the new batter is number 17 for Morgan. That's so
he hit in the place of Cooper Stewart. Oh, you know, that is 17.
That is
Cooper Stewart is 17.
That is Cooper Stewart.
On that lineup, they had 2 7s. You're right.
Yeah, but they pointed, too, as if he was a new batter. I think what they were saying is he re-entered is what happened. So, yeah, Cooper Stewart re-enters, and he flies out to right field to start the bottom of the 4th here. So that's what it was, is he was re-entering, and he flies out to right field for the F9, and that's going to bring up the catcher, Cameron Talbot, and he's going to hit that one in for a base hit, drops in front of the center fielder, in front of Garrett Conover. So single for Cameron Talbot.
Yeah, great hit right there by Talbot. He got that out on the barrel of the bat. Hard line drive out into left center field.
And that's going to bring the top of the lineup back to the plate here, and that's the leadoff hitter, Canyon Leonelli, the center fielder. We've seen him. He's doing a lot of running out there. You said he's got great speed, but he's made some nice catches, and then there's been some balls that are just ripped. Leonelli looks at ball 1.
I think Roberts, we've talked about it, I think he's one of the running backs for that really good Morgan Trojans football team.
Yeah, that would make sense, too. Franson doing a nice job for Emery, just battling out there, and you got to feel good if you're him to go back out on the mound as you were trailing, prior to that top of the 4th, 3-1, and then your team goes out there and gets you 5 runs and gives you the lead. So Franson falls behind here 2-0. Next pitch is down for ball 3. And, Corey, when you get a lead like that as a coach, you want your pitcher to go out there and throw strikes.
Yeah, you do.
Give your defense a chance.
Yeah, and Coach Jillian's done a good job. He's just stuck with Jace Franson and kind of through the thick and thin, and he's trusting him out there on the mound.
That's going to be ball 4, so that'll put runners at first and second as Leonelli draws the walk.
That's his second walk of the game.
And that's going to bring up the left fielder, number 22, Lincoln Gilson. He popped up to the second baseman back in the 3rd inning, and in the 1st, he drew a walk. Franson gets a sign. Pitches in there for ball 1 outside.
That's where his miss has been this inning. Everything just kind of going not close to the plate, but quite a bit off the plate.
Pitch is going to be hit and popped up towards first base, but the catcher's the one that had the best chance at that, and
Olsen didn't see where it went.
No, it was kind of popped up towards the first base line and the first base dugout, but closer to the catcher, and he didn't see it.
We could hear the crowd yelling, but we didn't see any players point and help him.
1-1 count here with 1 out. Runners at first and second.
Oh, balk.
And they're going to get they're going to get Franson with the balk right there.
Yeah, that hurts right there. Now you got 2 runners in scoring position.
And that's going to bring Coach Julian out of the dugout. He's going to take a timeout and go talk to his pitcher and maybe just find out what he did and take a second. But you buckled his knee
leg,
right there. Yeah, he definitely did box. So appreciate Adam helping us out on that replay. So now you got runners at second and third. Corey, what's Coach Julian talking about out there?
Well, I'm going to imagine he's probably going to pull his corners in, and they're going to try to hold that runner third and get the play at first. And that's what I think he's probably talking to about. Probably making sure his pitcher's okay. Hey, settle in right here.
Just got an update from our broadcast partner, Willie Akers, here helping us out with the stats as Franson, shows us that 59 pitches so far in this game. But Coach Julian goes out and talks, and, infield does come in. Corey, you're right. They don't want to give up that run if they can. Franson delivers. Pitch is going to be high. Ooh. Throw down right there from Olsen, and
That's a scary throw.
It's a scary throw, but you almost catch a Talbot kind of walking back to the bag sleeping. You hate to get thrown out at third right there.
Yeah, that's scary on both sides right there. That gets past, and that scores 2 runs.
Yeah, next pitch is going to be outside, and that's going to get past the catcher, and Talbot's going to come in to score, and Leonelli will move up to third base. So you go back to that balk. How important was that balk?
Yeah, that was huge. That was huge right there. And so now you got 1 run across.
Yeah,
another runner moves up to third. Leonelli's at third, and just have 1 out.
Yeah, if he doesn't balk, that run doesn't come in. Next pitch is high for ball 4. So kind of right back to where we were just a bit ago with runners now at the corners at first and third on the walk, and that's going to bring Coach Julian right back out of the dugout as Beck Sheffield comes to the plate. So we'll go ahead and take a break and get the pitching change, and we'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Heads up for the perfect solution to jumpstart your outdoor adventure. Whether you're tearing up the back roads or backcountry, driving the trails or highways of Utah, or making waves on the waterways with family or friends, it's high time you experience the unsurpassed excitement destination at the Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet and from Jorgensen Ford and Jorgensen Power Sports in Richfield will make sure you're properly outfitted. That's Jorgensen Auto Group. Jorgensen Chevrolet from Jorgensen Ford, Jorgensen Power Sports Richfield, thrill seekers wanted. Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
Marijuana has a lot of names, and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter, the stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create, can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
You're watching live high school sports action on TeamHive.live.
Well, if you're wondering where the players just went, Corey, why don't you tell our listeners and those that are watching what's going on right now?
Well, Coach Julian, he came out to make a pitching change and was out there on the mound. Just for information, they're bringing in number 14, Xander Robinson. He got on the mound, and it just started downpouring. And the officials pulled him off the field, told them to go into their dugouts and stay dry. And got players running in from Morgan's bullpen right now.
They might not ever dry off if they stay out there too long. No. It's really coming down right now.
It's coming down really hard. It's actually hell. Looks like it's...
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So we're in a weather delay here. It is 6-4, Emery with the lead. Emery was just making a pitching change like Corey was explaining. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, and there is 1 out. But we will take another break, and then we'll kind of see how this goes. We'll come back, keep you updated as best we can, but not sure how long this break's going to take. But we'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Mountain Land Supply of Richfield is your local employee-owned and operated solution for plumbing, heating, and cooling, waterworks, agricultural irrigation, landscaping irrigation, power equipment, pumps, tools, and safety. Discover the difference a knowledgeable and friendly staff can make for you. With thousands of products and brands you know and trust, Mountain Land Supply has what you need when you need it. Call, click, or come into Mountain Land Supply of Richfield and let us help you move mountains.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
Y'all, just a reminder to shop Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, offering windows and glass sales and installation, including window tinting. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, 410 North Main in Richfield, has a huge inventory and always sells at rock bottom prices, and Shepherd's has the service to back it all up. Click shepherdscarpets.com. Carpet, flooring, windows, and glass, and more. Shop Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Click shepherdscarpets.com and sit back and try to wipe that big old smile off your face.
You're watching live high school sports action on TeamHive.live.
Well, welcome back to Utah Valley University, the CUCC ballpark. It's Emery leading this one here. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning over Morgan, 6-4. We're in a weather delay, and Corey, tell us a little bit about this weather right now.
Man, this is some nasty weather right now. It's that hail's coming down hard. I mean, the whole infield, which looks like dirt, which is turf, is all white. It's no longer brown. And we just saw a big strike of lightning just to the southeast of us. And so we're definitely going to be in a 30-minute delay right now, because with lightning, it's 30 minutes from the last strike, right?
Yeah, so we'll kind of keep tabs on that, watch that, and we'll keep you updated. But for those of you, same thing, they're watching and listening, it's probably going to be at least 30 minutes at this point. And, literally Coach Julian for Emery had gone out, made a pitching change. And, for that pitcher, he didn't totally get warm and then pitch and then have to go sit down. He just barely getting it out there. So
yeah, as far as for them, the timing's perfect.
Yeah, they'll be able to just kind of wait and then go out and get warmed up. But that's the other thing, too. They're going to give these two teams time to get ready. They'll go out there and check the playing surfaces and make sure, because like you said, it's like a dark brown turf that looks like dirt, and it's white right now.
Yeah, that has to come off. You can hardly see the lines. There's no way the officials could see the lines in the infield. Well, they could, but it'd be tough. And it's got to be safe for the players before they go back out.
Yeah, you got to make sure the surface isn't slick. So anyways, it's Emery leading 6-4 in the bottom of the fourth with runners at first and third and one out. And, the new batter for Morgan when they do come back and start will be the number 3 hitter, Beck Sheffield, and he'll be facing number 14, the new pitcher, Xander Robinson.
Yeah. So I don't know, and maybe you do, but do they allow these teams to go into the locker rooms and probably where it's a little warmer? I'm not sure if they can or not. I'm not sure how this works.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they have those open to them or not. I just saw Trent Allred, kind of the lead person here running this tournament for the High School Activity Association, come out of the first base dugout, go over to the third base dugout. So I don't know if he's talking to the two coaches and teams or if he did open things up, but more than anything, probably telling them it's going to be at least 30 minutes because of that lightning delay. So.
But the one thing is You just want to stay warm, get these players warm. And in fact, when they come back, they're going to have to give them a few minutes to warm up, throw the ball around. But right now, they're making an announcement.
Yeah, we'll take another break, and then we'll give you a little bit more of an update probably here. And we'll take another 3-minute break and then be back and give you a little update, kind of what we can find out, and then pass that along to everyone that's watching and listening. But we'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West, or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders. Our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier with mobile and in-shop services. Because they're local, and they genuinely care about keeping you safe on the road. They even recalibrate for new models. Visit them on Main Street or at clearsightglasssolutions.com. Keep it clear, keep it local with Clear Sight Glass Solutions in Nephi.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
You're watching live high school sports action on TeamHive.live.
And welcome back to the UCCU ballpark here on the campus of Utah Valley University. He's Corey Sorensen, and I'm Nolan Anderson. We've got Adam Coombs doing our producing with Kyler Jensen helping with the cameras. Appreciate those guys. And just to give you guys an update that are listening and watching and wondering what's going on here, they said 4 o'clock is the plan to get back on and finish this game. So you can take a little break and then check back a little prior to 4 o'clock, but more than likely the plan is to get going at 4 o'clock. Corey, you think that's doable?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've now all the rain and the hail stopped. We haven't seen any more lightning, but I don't know if they come out here and they drag this field. I don't know what they do to get the white off the dirt turf, but I'm sure they'll do something. It's probably not the first time this has happened on this UCCU baseball field here at Utah Valley Community College or Utah Valley University. I went way back. I said
you did
Utah
way
Valley
back,
Community
yeah.
College. That was way back.
That was in our time.
Yeah, we're old.
So yeah, that's the update. 4 o'clock is the plan, and we're going to go ahead and take a break, and then we'll be back at 4 o'clock. So it's Emery leading this one, 6-4 in the bottom of the fourth. Morgan will have runners at first and third, and they'll be bringing Beck Sheffield to the plate. He's yet to see a pitch, and the pitcher that was being changed at the time of the weather delay is number 14, Xander Robinson, will be coming in for Emery. So that's your update. We'll see you back at 4 o'clock on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Team Centricom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Watching live high school sports action on TeamHive.live.
And welcome back. We've been in a weather delay here at the UCCU ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University. Nolan Anderson alongside me, Corey Sorensen. We've got the players back on the field. Umpires are out there. They're putting the runners back on the bases. It's Morgan that's coming to bat. It's the number 3 hitter, number 10, Beck Sheffield. He was the starting pitcher when this game started. Morgan's already gone to the bullpen, but the reason we went to the delay, Coach Julian for Emery called time, went out to make a pitching change, and not only did he make a pitching change, he brought down the weather with him.
Yeah, the rain just came down, and then it turned to hell, and next thing you know, we had lightning, and here we are an hour later getting ready to start the game back up. What inning are we in? We're in the 5th inning.
Bottom of 4.
Oh, bottom of 4.
Yep.
Sorry, yeah, bottom of 4.
Yep, bottom of 4. We've got Canyon Leonelli, the leadoff hitters at third base. Lincoln Gilson at first base. He just drew a walk, and that's what brought Coach Julian out to make the pitching change. So runners at first and third. There is 1 out. Emery leads this one 6-4. And the new pitcher for Emery, he hasn't thrown a pitch yet in this game. He went out there to get warmed up, and obviously the heavens opened up and the rain came down. But it's Xander Robinson, number 14. And
I'm not sure that he's thrown a pitch in the tournament yet, unless he did in the Super Regionals over in Manti on Friday. But I haven't. As far as I know, he hasn't thrown a pitch in the tournament thus far.
Yeah, so Xander, just a junior for this Emery Spartan team. And, we'll see how things change. The momentum definitely in the top of the 4th was all Emery. They come into that inning trailing 3-2 or 3-1, but they get 5 runs in the top of the 4th, and then a little bit of a rally here for Morgan. And it's 6-4, but they do have runners at first and third with 1 out.
Yeah, it's turned out to be a really, really good ball game right here. And like we talked about earlier, baseball's not only a game of inches, it's a game of runs. And who can outlast the other team's runs and become victorious at the end of the game. And Morgan's on their own little run right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And the lights are on here, and we actually have probably better daylight than we did throughout different parts of this game. It was really dark clouds and hard to see at different times, but we actually have the lights on, but we have some not necessarily clear skies, but we got enough sunlight shining through, and the rain has stopped. So
it looks like Willie's giving us some statistics here right here for Xander Robinson. He's got a 7.6 ERA. He's pitched 9 1/3 innings, and not sure the last time he pitched, but he's out on the mound right now.
Yeah, first pitch, ball 1.
And he has 9 strikeouts to 6 base on balls for the season.
Okay, so there you have the statistics on Robinson. Second pitch, runner goes, foul ball back over the screen here and out of play. So more than likely we'll see that same situation with Lincoln Gilson at first base trying to get down to second, stay out of the double play. We do have a good arm in Bronx Olson, the catcher for Emery. Runner does not go this time for pitches in their strike 2.
Yeah, good pitch right there, using the inside half of the plate, coming in right there and getting a called strike.
Got 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Curveball in there. Got him. Caught looking. Strike 3.
Great pitch right there by Xander Robinson. And I have that as the first strikeout for Emery this game.
Yeah, and it looks like he had words with the umpire, which, you know, it's state tournament, but it's, you know, say the wrong thing, you get tossed and you can be out of here in a hurry. So 2 outs now, runners at first and third. Pitch is hit right up the middle, going to be the shortstop. He bobbles it, doesn't field it cleanly, and everybody's safe as a run scores. Canyon Leonelli will come in from third and score on the E6. And Lincoln Gilson is safe at second, and Luke Bowerly safe at first.
Yeah, Trick Jensen right there. He's got a really good glove. Not sure what happened. That thing just gets away from him, and a run comes across on that air.
Next pitch is hit to the shortstop again. He'll throw it across the diamond. This time gets it, and that was Trick Jensen over to Trevin Gilbert for the out. So Morgan does get 2 runs. They do so on 1 hit. There was 1 error, and they leave 2 runners left on base. So at the end of 4, it's Emery 6 and Morgan 5. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking's #1 investment has been dependable truck drivers like you. That's why they provide their drivers with an opportunity to earn up to $75,000 a year driving state-of-the-art equipment. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers in Utah, San Pete, Sevier, Juab, Millard, Beaver, Iron, Carbon, and Emery counties. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
And welcome back. First pitch is hit to the shortstop. That's Luke Bowerly, throws it over to first, and they do get him. First base coach is arguing he come off the bag there at first base, but they said no, he stayed on. So Luke Bowerly gets a 6-3 out as Hayden Christiansen grounds out. That'll be Trevin Gilbert now coming to the plate.
We actually have a different shortstop right there. Bowerly's moved to third base. Owen Gilson has now went to short.
Okay.
So he's went from second to short.
And who's at second base now?
Is that one of those trick questions like from that skit, or is that?
Yeah. Who's on first?
Yeah. We're going to have to find out.
Easton Venn still the pitcher for Morgan. First pitch and second pitch to Gilbert are both strikes. 0-2 pitch in there for strike 3 as they get Gilbert swinging and missing on the fastball down and away.
That's 3 good pitches right there from Vance to get him on that strikeout.
Cooper Stewart's at second base. So Coach Stewart moving them all around the field for us.
Yeah, he really is.
Bronx Olson takes first pitch in there, ball one. Garrett Conover on deck. Next pitch is down for ball two, excuse me. 2-0 count. Bronx Olson's doing a nice job behind the plate, looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2. Struck out swinging and grounded out to second base. Pitch is hit down the third baseline, foul.
Bowerly does a great job, though, fielding that ball in foul territory.
Well, he was the shortstop, so he likes to field ground balls.
Got a lot of lateral movement right there, doesn't he?
He does. He's probably playing a little deeper than most of the third basemen we've seen, too. Next pitch is hit. That's going to be to the second baseman, Stewart. Over to first to Jensen for the out, and that'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Morgan. No runs, no hits, no errors, and there were no runners left on base. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Marijuana has a lot of names, and even more opinions about it. It's a gray area. And even though we don't know everything about it, we do know that the adolescent brain is still under construction until early adulthood. A developing brain's gray matter, the stuff that lets kids think, analyze, and create, can be impacted by misusing cannabis at a young age. So talk to your kids. Let them know that gray matters.
To learn more, visit graymatters.utah.gov.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed. Jones & DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
And welcome back. It's the bottom of the 5th inning here with Emery with the one run lead over Morgan. As Morgan comes to bat, it will be Carter Mabos leading things off. He's the DH, followed by Owen Gilson, who's moved from second base to shortstop, and then Cooper Stewart, who was in right field, will be at second base.
I feel like Morgan's got a little bit of momentum on their side right now.
Yeah,
quick 1, 2, 3, and
I would totally agree. Emery had that big 5-run inning, and then Morgan come back with 2 and had a little bit of a battle, and then, like you said, get a 1, 2, 3 inning. For foul ball over the dugout, first base dugout, and out of play. Carter Mabos, 0 for 1, flew out to right field and then drew a walk back in the third. Next pitch is a ball, 2-1 count.
You know, just a reminder, the winner of this game goes on to play Canyon View, and they got the work cut out for them. So they're going to get 2 games today, the winner is.
Yeah, and you're right. They do have their work cut out for them, as Canyon View's putting up lots of runs, and we'll see what kind of pitching Morgan has left at that point if they win. And same thing, if it's Emery that is able to hold on, who do they have that they can go to? So right now, leadoff walk right here for Carter Mabos.
Yeah, and that's kind of been the Achilles heel today for Emery is walks. That's the 6th of the game that I have on my sheet.
Yeah, that's why I say it'll be interesting to see what kind of pitching that either of these two teams have left. Mabos with a good secondary lead, but doesn't go as the ball gets away from Olson. And Owen Gilson looks at ball 1, looks down at third base coach, gets the signs, steps back in the box. There's the pitch. Swung on, and it's going to be hit to the third baseman. He'll take it over to second, on to first. Double play, 5-4-3 double play. Nice job defensively. And that was the third baseman We've mentioned, his name a few times, but Hayden Abrams with a nice job and a really good turn there at second base by Hayden Christiansen to get it over to first base for the double play to Trevin Gilbert.
Yeah, great job. Abrams just stays down on that ball, and he just got a really strong arm, real strong throw to second baseman, and Christiansen's able to turn the double play. That's a pitcher's best friend, and Robinson comes back with the first pitch strike with that good curveball.
And you talk about momentum, 1-2-3 inning for Morgan, and then Emery leadoff walk, and then double play, and now, like you said, first pitch strike, second pitch strike. Cooper Stewart down 0-2. This could be a big inning for Emery defensively as well.
Yeah, Robinson just looking a little bit more relaxed out there since that double play. And he leaves that curveball out of the zone, but still not a terrible pitch, when you're up two strikes and no balls.
Next pitch is going to be down for ball 2. Evens the count at 2-2. There are 2 outs. Morgan looking to get a base runner and extend this inning. Next pitch is in there, and it's going to be swung on. It's going to be popped up to shallow right field, and the right fielder comes on for Emery. That's Bo Stilson, and makes the catch. And that'll be the end of the inning as Xander Robinson comes in and does his job. He sits them down in order. There are no runs, no hits, and no errors, and there were no runners left on base. And we'll be back with the top of the 6th inning coming on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, KSLSports.com.
Your home, life, and auto insurance deserve a winning team. Farmers Insurance Dan Cranny Agency introduces the newest member of the team, Gabe Cranny. Yep, it's now a doubleheader. But who needs insurance? If you own a home, farm, ranch, business, or have a spouse, children, or livestock, you need insurance. Get peace of mind with a winning team to make sure home sweet home stays that way. Call Dan or Gabe Cranny at Farmers Insurance in Richfield, 435-896-5453, 896-5453. America can depend on farmers.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
Welcome back. We're in the top of the 6th inning here. It's Morgan trailing Emery 6-5, and Morgan back out on the mound with Riker Moser. And coming to the plate for Emery.
No, we got Easton Vince out on the mound.
I keep saying that. Easton Venz. Riker Moser was the pitcher. Now we're to Easton Venz. So first 2 pitches in there for strikes, and Garrett Conover swing and a miss right there. Catcher's going to throw down to first base for the strikeout.
Yeah, Easton Venn's second strikeout of the game. He's coming in, coming off third base, and doing a great job for Morgan.
So we get the leadoff batter. That'll bring up Peyton Nilsson, who's 1 for 2, reached on a base on balls, and then had a single and a run scored back in the 4th. First pitch is swung on. It's going to be fouled through the right side, right down the baseline. First base coach going to go over and pick it up. Toss it in the dugout. Now, if you're at a major league game, they might have tossed it in the stands to you.
Yeah, they don't let you keep these balls here.
Next pitch is low and outside for ball 1.
In fact, they keep doing an announcement to please return the foul balls. So they definitely don't want you keeping them.
Especially on a day like today, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of wet baseballs. They've been trying to keep them dry. Towels in both dugouts, asking the players and coaches to help. As you see a couple of fans down below us here drying off some seats too with the towel. Next pitch is swung on a miss. Good-looking pitch right there from Easton Venz.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly. I think that Vince had only pitched like 2/3 of an inning coming into this game, but he's out there doing a great job.
Gets another swing and a miss. Catcher will throw down to first base to complete the strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts. And that'll bring up Bo Stilson back at the top of the lineup for Emery.
And Stilson, he's been a tough out today. He's actually reached base every time. He's only 1 for 3, but he's reached base every at bat.
Well, 3 stolen bases and 2 runs scored, so he's had a great game as he hits that one foul down the third base line.
Yeah, he's not at the top of the lineup because he doesn't produce.
Yeah. Well, and you see Bowerly, that was the shortstop, moves over to third. He goes and fields that one foul. He was ready to throw it to first base.
He was.
Got good range.
He does, great range. He's actually moved in a little bit. He was playing a little bit deeper earlier, but he's moved closer, not even to the bag, but a couple steps behind it.
Next pitch is swung on. It's going to be foul ball. I think it's going to stay in play and give George Jansen a chance to make the play, and he does as he goes over and catches it against the fence for out number 3. So for the second time, Easton Vance sits down the Emery Spartans in order, 1, 2, 3. There are no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Team Hive, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Jorgensen's Power Sports is your one-stop shop for all of your outdoor adventure needs. We carry a wide variety of ATVs, UTVs, RVs, firearms, outdoor accessories, and much more. Complete with both a service and warranty department. Check us out online at www.jhsport.com or give us a call at 435-896-6408.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
You're watching live high school sports action on TeamHive.live.
And welcome back. It's Morgan coming to the plate. They trail the Emery Spartans 6-5. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, and leading off will be the catcher, Cameron Talbot. He'll be followed by Canyon Leonelli and Lincoln Gilson. First pitch is swung on a miss. Strike 1.
Good hard cut right there by Talbot. You know, he comes back. His last at bat, he had a single into left field. Hard hit ball.
Next pitch is swung on, and it's going to be chopped back up the middle towards second base. He does field it. It got just past Xander Robinson on the mound. He come off, thought he was going to be able to fill it, kind of hopped past him. Went on to the second baseman there, Hayden Christiansen, and he makes the play.
Yeah, it did look like it had a little bit of spin on it.
Yeah,
kind of just got him, but Chris Jansen with his speed comes up, fields that ball, and makes a good throw to first base.
Gets the 4-3 put out for out number 1. Kenyon Leonelli coming to the plate. First pitch is swung on. That's going to be a base hit into left field. As the left fielder goes down on one knee, keeps it in front, throws it in. The left fielder, Peyton Nilsson, doing a good job making sure that he keeps that ball in front of him.
Yeah, he did a good job of doing that. As you're watching, we know the field's a little bit wet. That ball just seems to be, it's coming off that turf a little faster than I think these players are used to with that wet. I think that may even been what happened. That ball hit the shortstop, last inning to Trig Jensen.
Well, it's interesting, too, Corey. You talk about that. They came out prior to get the field ready, and they drag it just as if it was a dirt field. They drag the whole infield. They drag the grass, the home plate. They drag everything and try to get that water and to get those beads, kind of move things around a little bit. The field looks like it's in great shape, and we were talking earlier that if this was a dirt field, they'd be moving to tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way to be playing the rest of the day.
1-1 count here, 1 out, runner at first base. Runner goes and the pitch is hit. That's going to be to the left fielder as he takes a couple steps back, does Peyton Nilsson, and makes the catch. And Leonelli has to retreat back to first base.
Yeah, good job by Nilsson. Took a, Does exactly what he's supposed to. Takes a couple steps back, gets behind the ball, and then comes up on it, fields it, and gets it back in the infield, and we have 2 outs.
Yeah, and that ball was hit pretty well, but
It was.
Peyton Nilsson playing right where he needs to. So 2 outs. They still do have Leonelli on first base, getting a big lead. Throw over.
As you say it, they
yeah, you just kind of watch out there and you see him take those extra couple, and you can bet that Morgan would love to get him down here. They're in the bottom of the 6th, and they trail 1 run. They want him in scoring position. Pitch is swung on. That's hit to the third baseman, Abrams. Over to first base to Gilbert for the out. So the 5-3 put out ends the inning, and there is no runs. There was 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. So after 6 complete, it's Emery 6, Morgan 5. We'll be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom, Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
Riverton Chevy is more than just a dealership. For over 103 years, our family has proudly served this community because Utah is our home. Through our Everyday Champions program, we celebrate those who make our community stronger. Military, teachers, and first responders, our local champions never pay for oil changes with the purchase of a new vehicle. Thank you for making Riverton Chevy your dealership for over a century. Visit us today in South Jordan or online at rivertonchevy.com. Still the Chevyweight champion.
Vince Lombardi once said, "The measure of who we are is what we do with what we have." The quote rings true whether applied to our country, our schools, our homes, or on the field of play. We applaud our student athletes for their hard work and determination on the field and in the classroom. Brought to you by Sunrise Engineering, promoting excellence in sports and education. Visit us at sunrise-eng.com. That's sunrise-eng.com.
Dependable truck drivers like you have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. That's why they provide their drivers with state-of-the-art equipment, ongoing training, and reliable, courteous support. Barney Trucking is now hiring Class A CDL drivers with doubles endorsement to help address our exceptional growth throughout Utah. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Well, we're in the top of the 7th here at Utah Valley University UCC Ballpark. It's Morgan trailing Emery 6-5. We're in our final frame right here. 7th inning is it's Emery at the plate. Trig Jensen, he's had a big day. Swinging a foul back. It's even count now, 1-1.
Yeah, Jensen, he comes to the plate. He's 2 for 3, has a double and a triple. 2 RBIs. Yeah, had a great day at the plate.
Yeah, he's done a nice job for this Emery team. Swung on that one's hit deep to center field, but the center fielder Leonelli is going to go to that right center field gap and make the catch. Pretty well hit ball, just got a bit under it.
Yeah, he hit it hard, but just a lot of air under that gives Leonelli an opportunity to get behind that ball and make a good play in center field for out number 1.
That's going to bring up Hayden Abrams. We've seen him make some great plays defensively at third base.
Oh, he's been sharp over there on third base. Been very impressed.
And Vance, too, coming in for Morgan. They realize they got to win this one. If they don't, they're going home. And they got in a little trouble, but he's came in and kind of held the Spartans down a little bit these last couple innings, looking to do the same thing. Next pitch is up in the zone for ball 2.
Yeah, the last 2 innings they've went to 3 up, 3 down. And he's looking to do the same thing and see if they can't come back and win this ball game. They're down by 1.
Next pitch is hit over to the shortstop, Gilson. He'll throw it over, 1 hopper, not in time, gets past the first baseman, Jensen. And good hustle right there from Abrams as he goes into second base.
My guess is they're going to rule that a hit. I think Abrams runs that out. And the throw's a little bit late, but gets past Jensen. And
well, they threw up an E.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, I thought they might too, but they did. They threw up an E. So.
Yeah, I would have thought he had that beat, so I thought it would have been an infield hit.
Yep.
So you giving that to on the throw or probably
well,
there?
You know what? Maybe they did. We'll have to check the hits, but they could have said because he advanced to second, that could be the E.
Oh, yeah. I bet that's what it was, yeah. So that'd be an infield hit. Just
single and an E on the throw. Next one's hit to Gilson again. Throw over, pulls him off. Back-to-back errors. That's going to allow a run to score. And Tice Larson's going to coast into second base. So back-to-back errors with 2 outs, or 1 out, gives another run up. And when you're Morgan trailing 1, you got to make that play. But we've seen Morgan shifting their players around. Bowerly that was the starting shortstop, and they moved things around and just unable to make the throw. Good clean field, just didn't throw it. That brings up Chris Jansen. He'll swing on first pitch, and that's hit to the center fielder, Leonelli. He gets around it, and no chance of Larson tagging right there as Leonelli quickly gets it in to Gilson, the shortstop.
Yeah, Larson, not the fastest guy in the team, and that was definitely, even for the fastest guy, that wasn't hit deep enough to advance a runner.
Well, and already 2 outs, right?
Yeah.
So after that catch, so you're in scoring position. No reason to get the third out at third. Gilbert at the plate. He'll swing on the first pitch and foul it down the third baseline. So 2 outs. Emery gets that 1 insurance run. Morgan looking to shut down this rally as they trail 7-5 now. Pitch is swung on, hit to the third baseman, Bowerly. He kind of bobbles it, and then he's going to get Larson, who was going on 2 outs to third base, and really you don't want to run into a tag, but Bowerly comes up limping on that one.
Kind of slid into him, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like, as Gilbert hits into the fielder's choice, but there was 1 run. There were 2 runners left on base. There were 2 errors in the inning, and at the end of 6.5, it's Emery 7, Morgan 5. They'll have 3 outs to work with when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Centricom Team Hive, and KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
And welcome back. The bottom of the 7th inning here. It's Morgan coming to bat with their last at-bats. They need 2 runs to tie as Luke Bowerly fouls that one off the left side. Second pitch is also fouled off the left side. Quickly down the count, 0-2, as Xander Robinson on in relief of Jace Franson, trying to hold on, get the win here.
Think he's going to throw him that big bender right here?
I would have bet. Nope.
No?
Throws the 54-footer and bounces it in front of home plate.
Yeah. Still a live ball. I guess
Yeah,
if he wants
it
to
is.
hit that one, he can.
He can, absolutely. Or get hit by it, right?
Yeah, it's a live ball.
Next pitch is, there's your bender, just leaves it up and out. Not a lot of break to that pitch. Evens the count at 2-2. Bowerly, probably one of the best hitters in this lineup for this Morgan team. Bats in the 4 spot. Swung on. That's going to be looped towards the shortstop, and it's going to be a pop-up to the shortstop, Trig Jensen, for out number 1.
Yes, that Morgan has 2 outs to score at least 2 runs to keep this game going.
And this is Easton Venz, who's came on and done a really good job pitching-wise. They give up that last run. It was an unearned run, but he has a chance here to try to get a one-out rally going as they trail 7-5.
He watches strike one go by, and he's 1 for 3 in the game.
Next pitch is swung on. That's going to be hit towards center field in that right center gap, and it is the center fielder coming over to make the catch, Garrett Conover, for out number 2.
So quickly, what we've seen about 6 pitches this inning, and we have 2 outs.
Yeah, Carter Maybos. Morgan down to their last out. Maybos is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. He swings first pitch too, Corey.
Yeah, so he's throwing them stuff that they like, and he's getting some swings, but they're just not putting it in play on those. And when they do, they've just been easy pop-outs for Emery.
Next pitch is also swung on and missed for strike 2. So now Morgan down to their last strike. Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Emery really wanted it. And if you're Maybos, that's way too close with 2 strikes.
Yeah, I think if he sees another one of those, he probably better swing.
1-2 count. Pitch is fouled off and out of play here back behind us. So Maybos doing a good job right there with the 1-2 count to foul that pitch off. And here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball got him looking for strike 3.
Great pitch right there by Robinson to get a strikeout to end the game, and Emery is victorious, 7-5.
Yeah, so there are no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. Emery's going to get the win here, 7-5. They will go on to take on Canyon View. That game is scheduled for 7 o'clock. Not sure that we're going to be at 7 o'clock. We'll see. The next game here coming up, Willie Akers, Corey Sorensen will have that one for you. It is Juab Grantsville. So I would imagine in 30 minutes that game will be coming on shortly. Corey, any final thoughts on this one?
Yeah, that was a fun game. What started out kind of as a back-and-forth game, and then Morgan jumping out, getting the lead. The Spartans from Emery, they come back. They battle back. Take the lead, extend that lead in the top of the 7th inning, and come out victorious.
Yeah, they get 7 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. Morgan gets 5 runs. They have 5 hits and 4 errors. And that's your final score. Emery wins this one 7-5. And it will be Juab Grantsville coming up next in probably 30 minutes. So for Corey Sorensen, I'm Nolan Anderson. We appreciate Adam Coombs and Kyler Jensen doing our producing and camera work for us. And get ready for the next one. Stick around. Should be some great baseball. 2 more games. The winner of that game, if it's Juab, they'll be in the final 2, basically playing a 3-game series for the state championship. If they lose, there will be a game. Grantsville would have to beat them twice, and it would be tomorrow at 4:30. So thanks for tuning in and watching this one. It was Emery with the win, 7, Morgan 5. Have a good night, everybody.
You've been listening to High School Baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.